Well, here's a perfect example of internal heartwood, sapwood, and most of your cambium wood decay caused from bad pruning many years ago on a California sycamore. You can notice that the heartwood area of the tree is completely decayed and gone. It's pretty much a balsa wood, just nothing left to it. And this is all dead tissue anyway, where the tree actually grows new wood around it. Then you get into the sapwood area here, which is 2/3 the way gone as well. And you get into these areas out here where you're at your bark and then your vascular system of your cambium. And you can see what sapwood area is left in the tree, less than 2 inches. You can see how pollarding or topping trees causes internal damage. And like a cavity in your tooth, it decays downward. And this is what happens over a period of time. And then you end up with a structurally unsafe tree. And to the naked eye, because there's leaves still left on the tree, it looks like it's fine. But to be able to identify this by a visual inspection on the exterior portion of the tree, you have to know what you're looking for. These are some of the logs that came out of the lower section of the tree. You can see that there's nothing left to the wood. The wood is just completely rotted away. And then this is what it looked like on the outside. Nice, clean, white, smooth bark as a California sycamore would be, but the center of the tree is totally, completely decayed. And what you have left here is about 3 inches max of sapwood and vascular, hence why the tree is still producing foliage, but there's no structural support to the tree. Over here we have another log that was a little bit further up in the tree, and you can see this section in here. It looks like it's decayed. Actually, what this is a rodent's nest of some sort, which you can tell by the rattiness of it and all the different papers and stuff of that nature. Don't be surprised if we find something when this comes out, and we'll see what we've got in here. And there it is. Yeah, there it is. What we had in here, wow, how interesting. We have honeycombs in the side of this tree. So at one time there was actually a honeybee's nest in here. So we have abandoned honeycombs in here. The bees use this as their nesting area, which is a very common instance as well. And you have to be careful as arborists in identifying this, even when you're trimming these trees, simply because these nests, these hives, are not seen by the naked eye from the outside of the tree, but you'll find little portholes where they get in, and they will find their way into this area where it produces a large enough space for them to make their hives. What makes these trees dangerous and hazardous is that you get a lot of moisture, you have bees and rodents nesting in them, but as we get closer into the warmer seasons and we have a lot of heat, these trees suck in a lot of water, which creates a canopy of foliage, and they need that moisture to cool themselves down to desiccation. Unfortunately, the tree and the wood itself becomes softened, and that's when you have tree failures. So to assess a tree of this nature, this tree too is also a tree possibly scheduled for removal, and then this whole area would get replanted with probably one new big tree. In an arbor care situation such as this, bringing in trained professionals, it's our job to assess these as well as to write the right prescription so that we can protect the commercial environment that goes on here in this particular site. And that basically consists of a lot of vehicles parked all the time and a lot of traffic of human beings. And to have a tree that's structurally unsafe, harboring especially a beehive, is not a safe thing to have in your parking lot area or in a commercial site such as this.